We are now on page 68. The second part of our lesson is talking about comparison problems. So comparing two different things. I know because I've worked with Logan on first and second grade math that you guys have done comparison bars before. So here's a visual of what a comparison bar is. We're looking at one person or group that has more than somebody else, and we use these comparison bars to figure out how much more. So the problem that we have to show us how to use these comparison bars says, to prepare for a family gathering, Sarah and Ryan made soup. Sarah made 2 quarts, Ryan made 6 quarts. So we can compare the amounts using multiplication and division. So R is going to be the amount of soup that Ryan made, and S is going to be the amount that Sarah made. Labels are important. So you must remember to make sure that you are labeling your comparison bars, especially as you're solving the problem, to make sure that you understand which bar is which. So Ryan made 3 times as many quarts as Sarah, because we can see that 1, 2, 3, so he made 3 times as much. 3 times 2 is 6, and she only made 2. So 2 times 3 is 6. We can see that right here. Ryan equals 3 times Sarah. If I multiplied Sarah's 2 times 3, I would get Ryan's. So if I plug that in, Ryan equals 3 times 2, because that's what Sarah made, that's what the S is. Same problem, just filling in the variables. When we use these letters, we can call them variables. Sarah made 1/3 as many quarts as Ryan. So in order to find out how much Sarah made, we'd have to take Ryan's and make it smaller, right? So we can multiply by a fraction to take a piece of a piece to make it smaller, or it's the same thing in writing it as a division problem. As you saw on the last page, those are division problems or fraction multiplication. We also kind of talked about this when we looked at place value. 1/10 of a number or divided by 10 means the same thing. So if you're thinking about that from the last lesson, we had 1/10 of something, or we divided it by 10 to find a smaller place value. So you did this actually on your test. So if we're going to draw comparison bars, and we are going to look at how much soup Natasha and Manuel made. So draw comparison bars. So I need to have Natasha is going to be an N, and Manuel is going to be an M. So I'm going to start with Natasha's bar, which is obviously longer. And I'm going to separate. She made 12 quarts of soup. So I need to separate this into 12 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So here is 12. I'm going to write 12 at the end. And Manuel made 3 quarts of soup. So I'm getting both of these numbers from the problem. So Manuel's should only go up to Natasha's 3. Because I want these to kind of look pretty symmetrical or pretty even. So Manuel has 3.